So if it's comfortable resting on your back or your side today, then find your way into a nice comfy position. Use all of the soft supportive things that you've got to help you be as comfortable as you can. So maybe a cushion under your head, maybe a cushion under your knees. If you're resting on your side, having a cushion to hug onto can be really nice. If you'd prefer to stay seated, that's a really good option. I'm just looking around for a cardie. Yeah, so sometimes it's easier for us to find a sense of being settled when we're upright. So allow yourself to do that if that's the case for you today. It's a really good option. And give yourself a bit of time to scan through your body now and to notice if there are any little shifts or changes you might need to make to be even 5 or 10% more comfortable. Give yourself permission to move how you need to move. Great. And then as we began, see if you can bring your attention now to the parts of your body that are in contact with the earth. From the back of the head all the way down to the feet. You don't need to do anything with those parts of the body. Just really getting a sense of that contact. Allowing your attention to settle in that contact with the earth and noticing how it feels as you breathe. So does the shift from the in-breath to the out-breath change the sensation of contact? Change the sense of support? And staying with the breath if that feels comfortable right now, but remembering that you've always got the option of sounds as well as another anchor. That feels better. Allowing the breath to be just as it is right now, however it needs to be. Aware of the in-breath, aware of the out-breath. And perhaps becoming aware that the breath cycle as a whole is more than just the in-breath and the out-breath. There's an in-breath, pause, an out-breath, and a pause. And sometimes those pauses might be so small that we can't even feel them. Sometimes they might be quite obvious to us. And there's no right or wrong about that. If you can feel that pause, or you can imagine a pause, that can be an opportunity for your body to rest deeply in stillness. So we are offering ourselves now the opportunity for deep rest. No need to be or to do anything at all. And over the next few minutes, we're going to rest together quietly. You might find it useful to choose an anchor that you can return to when you need to. So perhaps sounds or the sensations of your breath or your body in contact with the earth. That you might find that just allowing your attention to drift, to rest where it needs to rest, to welcome whatever arises, might be the best option. So rest in the way that you need now. Nothing else to do. And then beginning to become aware again of your breath. Breath right at the center of the body, expanding out towards the edges. And if it feels good, you might take a few breaths a little bit deeper, a little bit more consciously, to bring your awareness right back into the body. And then begin to invite the body to move any way that feels good right now. It might be a really small movement, might be a big stretch. Whatever you need to do to bring your attention back. Might be nice to bring the knees in towards the chest and have a little bit of a rock and a roll. And we're going to make our way gently towards a seated position to close the practice. And take your time And make sure you feel as comfortable and supported in your seated posture as you can. So cushions or blanket underneath you. And if you are noticing right now that the idea of sitting up is awful, just stay where you are. You're at home, you can stay resting on the ground. So whatever position you are closing your practice in, we'll work our way gently through those few anchors that we've explored already this morning. So just tuning into the sounds to begin with. Sounds inside the room, sounds further away. You might notice that the way that you are with the sounds feels a little bit different now to how it was at the beginning. It might be a little bit easier to connect to that sense of resting in the center as the sounds just come and go. And then bringing awareness, however feels best, towards your body and towards your breath. Inviting some gentle touch with one hand or both hands if that feels useful. And just giving yourself a moment to notice how things are now inside. You might notice body sensations, you might notice feelings or thoughts. And seeing if we can practice just gently noticing and welcoming whatever is here. And then finding a gesture with your hands that helps you bring a sense of completion. So maybe in contact with the body, maybe palms together, maybe resting simply in your lap. And thank yourself for taking the time to practice this morning, for putting time aside to connect with your body, to connect with your breath. And send some gratitude towards yourself and towards the others who have been practicing with you today. And in a moment, I'm going to ring a bell just to bring the practice to a close. See if you can stay with the sound of the bell as much as you can from the beginning all the way to the end.